Hey everyone, it's Brian here with Two Turntables and a Guy. Just wanted to give everybody an update on the crate sorting. First of all, the song that I'm playing is actually an instrumental version of this right here. This was in one of the crates. It's like an instrumental, I think a dub version, and some bonus beats on there. So we'll just let that play as we go through everything. Down here, these are all the records there. Over here. And this stack here, those are all the ones that we haven't gone through yet from the Minnesota journey that I made a while back. This last stack here, those are the ones we've gone through already. We've done crate digs on those, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix all these in with everything else. We're just going to break it down by years, so we're going to do like 80s, 90s, throw everything in there, just break it down that way, and then we'll include those in the future crate digs. Over here, this stuff here I'm going to keep separate. This is that $20 crate that I picked up. There's about 100 or so records. I want to keep that one separate because Brian S. Red sent me a comment and thought it would be cool for me to bring over that crate and have us kind of go, you know, my finds and his finds in some crate dig videos. So we're going to try to do that soon. I've got to reach out to him and see if we can get that taken care of. Over here, my neighbor actually gave me these. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's Time Life records, and it's the swing eras, and it's groupings of years, and it's actually a pretty interesting collection because not only do you get the records in there, but you get books with every one too that kind of go through the history of the music back then. So that'll definitely be interesting to kind of read through and listen to some of that music. And then there's just, this is actually more stuff from the Minnesota crate digs that I was going through not too long ago. This one's actually an interesting one. We'll do this one in a crate dig. It's Music to Strip By, and it's a rather old album, so it's kind of funny some of the song titles and some of the music that I guess they used to strip to way, way, way back in the day. Now we'll go back out here. This is, of course, all the stuff that I brought home this past weekend. We've got a miscellaneous, I shouldn't say a miscellaneous pile, this is like a no dates pile. This is stuff that I didn't recognize and I can't find a date anywhere on the record. A lot of it looks like test pressings or promos, but I'm going to go through and try to put that in the appropriate crates. And then what I did is I broke down the crates like this. And I've got one rock crate, and then I've got back here behind that there's two miscellaneous crates. In the miscellaneous crates there's, I guess, everything like 70s and older. There's soundtracks in there. There's some comedy albums, like you can see George Carlin right there. So a lot of stuff in there that I'm going to further break down, but I just put it in miscellaneous crates for now. And then in this row here, starting here, we've got a 90s crate, another one behind it, and then a third one back here. If I jump over here, this crate here is a 2000 and newer, so is that one, and the one in front of it there, that's also 2000 and newer. Next to it here, an 80s crate, and in front over here, another 80s crate, and then this first one here is another 90s crate. So that's what we got there, and then most of them pretty much go along the same. We got another 90s crate here, and then another 80s crate. And you know, going back to this one, I don't know if you can see that. This is Bobby Jimmy and the Critters. I remember Bobby Jimmy and the Critters from back in the 80s, and I think they need to come back and release another album. The song that I remember the most, I guess there's actually two of them. One was called We Like Ugly Women, and the other one was called Roaches. And you know, Bobby Jimmy and the Critters was kind of like a rap or a hip-hop version of Weird Al Yankovic. They did comedy spoofs of songs and stuff like that. A lot of good stuff back in the day. So I really like them. I wish they'd come back and release something new. Give us all a reason to laugh again, I guess. 2000 and newer in this crate, as well as this one. There's a lot more 2000 and newer than I originally thought. Basically, you know, there's another 2000 and newer. There's another one. This whole bin here. And back here as well. And same thing with that one. And then the one last 80s crate right here. So I've been going through everything as I've been sorting it. And a lot of stuff that I recognize, a lot of stuff that I don't too, which will actually be interesting. Like the song that I threw on, I didn't recognize it, but I thought it had a good beat to it. A lot of good sampling of some old school stuff in there. So we're gonna start to do some crate digs soon, but what I thought would be a lot of fun is, instead of me going through and just kind of picking a crate, is if we left it up to the YouTube/DJ tutor community. So what I'd like you to do is post a comment below this video and just pick one of the crates. You don't have to pick a specific crate, but put down, you know, 2000 or newer, 80s, 90s, rock, or miscellaneous. And whichever one gets the most comments, that's where I'll start. So if 90s gets the most comments down below, we'll just pick one of the 90s crates and start with that one. So again, it's miscellaneous, there's rock, 80s, 90s, and then 2000 and newer. So post a comment below with whatever one you'd like to hear first, and that's where we'll start, and we'll try to get some of these done in the very near future so we can start going through some of this stuff. And for now, that's it. Practice and enjoy.